What the fuck is going on? It looks weird. I know. It's like everything's at a weird ass angle. I know. Trust me. I know. I was trying to fix it all so that I didn't have to move so much shit, and it did not work. Listen, I am not a video or audio engineer. I wish I was. I don't know a goddamn first thing about it, but I'm learning. I'm learning how to operate the audio shits and the video shits, and we got lighting sometimes. And I'm. Can you see it? Probably. Yeah, you can. Fuck, I thought I moved it out of the way. See, this is not a professional production at all. Alright, this is just me sitting here, obviously, just talking into a microphone. So, don't expect high quality shit, alright? Maybe one day if this thing starts making some money, we could throw it back into it. And maybe we'll have a professional setup. But this is what I've thrown together. And I don't know what the fuck it is either. Trust me, I don't know what it is either. It's funny. It looks dumb. But it just looks weird. I'm trying to like side eye it. You know what I'm saying? It looks okay. Maybe if I turn this. I didn't want to move too much shit, alright? What the fuck's going on? I hope you guys are doing well. We got 2 more subscribers. The last video with Cheese got 106 views already in a week. That's pretty goddamn good. What does that mean? I said it means it's good, but obviously it's just like, it's just numbers. I just want to help one person. I don't really care how many people watch it. Obviously, I'd like to do this for a living. Or I don't know. I want to make money doing it, but I do it for free. Because I was thinking the other day, if I stop doing this now, I could stop doing the podcast and it'd be fine. But if I stop working on myself, it's like a physical representation of me, my past, and what I used to be. So if I just get fat and old and gross, I'll just be looking back on this like, God damn, what the fuck happened? I can't let that happen. But I was also thinking that it's what it also is right now. I looked back on the video from 5 months ago when I got arrested and all that shit went down. If you haven't watched that video, it's probably one of the realest shits I've ever done. It's kind of funny, but it's actually the week after all this shit went down. I was still trying to process it. I was like, God damn. Actually, it might have been Sunday. I don't know because I didn't remember in that video either. So, but it's a rough ass time. It was a rough time. And every time I feel like I haven't done nothing and I'm not progressing, I'm gonna go back and watch that fucking video and be like, alright, we were getting arrested and we fucking lost our job, had a stomach bug, we were getting fucked up that week. So, let's just keep trucking. Let's just keep trucking along and see where we can get. And that's kind of brings me to a point I've been thinking about lately. And it's kind of been getting under my skin. And it's been a few days of me contemplating and thinking on it. Because I didn't want to just come on here, be like a negative Nancy and like, that's dumb. No, I'm not just here to bitch and complain about shit. But it just annoys me when people talk about things and they don't know what they're talking about. But they talk about it with the confidence as if they know what they're talking about. Or some people will just not accept other thoughts that contradict theirs. And I'm not just saying like, oh, believe everything I say. No, and I'm not saying I'm the smartest motherfucker. I'm retarded. Everybody's retarded. I'm retarded. Maybe I'm the most retarded. Who knows? But I think unless you know something, why are you talking about it? Like, unless you're asking questions or you are like trying to gain information on it. If you're trying to get educated on a certain subject, okay, That's a completely different thing. But if you're just talking shit about something, like, let's use weed as an example. A lot of people dog on it. And a lot of people fucking talk shit about it. Oh, it's illegal, it smells, it does all this. But nobody fucking actually knows what it does. Nobody actually knows what it is. Nobody's researched into it. And not to mention, even if you do, which I like to think I have. Obviously, I don't know everything, but that's what I was about to say is, even if you do research a deep depth into certain things, we don't know everything about those things. So why the hell are we all pretending that we're like these smart ass motherfuckers that are like the best at everything? And I'm saying this as a person who used to act that way. Like, why the fuck do humans act that way? Why do people act like they're better than others, or smarter than others, or more successful than others? Even if it's just on a financial scale. Let's say there's plenty of people who have more money than I do. Who cares? Who gives a shit, dude? Like, what the fuck does that matter? It doesn't matter at all. Like, we're too busy fucking comparing ourselves to everybody else. And it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we doing it? I understand it's like a status thing. It's like an evolutionary thing, to where like we have to like be accepted by our tribe and like shit like that. But like, as higher primates, we should seek education on certain subjects. But it seems like we've been taught to like shy away from discomfort and things that don't feel good. And I was the same way. But our entire human history, we've been suffering. We've been fucking battling demons. We've had to search through forests and jungles and fucking rivers and fucking look for food. And we had to find shelter so we don't die at night. And we had to fucking get water every fucking day, or we're gonna dehydrate and die. Around every corner was a chance at death. But we've become so comfortable that we can't even accept the discomfort of a thought pattern entering our mind and making us feel a certain way. And people just completely disregard it. And another example is like Joe Rogan. There's been multiple people who come up to me and tell me that Joe Rogan's racist, or he's sexist, or he's this, or he's that. And I'm like, have you listened to him? No. Well, then what the hell are we talking about, dude? Why are we even talking about this shit? And it like rots my brain out of my skull. That's why I just wanted to talk about it for a second, is because it's like, who the fuck are we to think that we have the right to speak when we don't know something? Just because we can talk doesn't mean we should open our mouth and do it, man. And I'm saying this as a motherfucker who yaps his mouth on here all the time. Like, maybe some of the things I say I shouldn't say. I don't know. I'm as human as everybody else. And I have flaws. And I say stupid shit all the time. And I'm probably a hypocrite on this. I'm probably stupid. I'm probably all kinds of things. But I'm wondering why the fuck we do it. Like, it's so weird. Like, it's give me a second. Just give me a second, please. Please, ladies and gentlemen. Why can't we just let people do their own thing? That is one of my biggest pet peeves probably on this planet. And that's probably why I get so irritated about it. It's like, it kind of makes me not even want to talk to people. Because like, I gotta remember what I was saying. Sorry, I forgot for a second. Oh yeah, because people just acting like they're better, or they know they're wiser. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, more intelligent. Even if you like are even if you're Albert fucking Einstein, I guarantee Albert Einstein didn't act like he was better than anybody because he knew there was men and women smarter than he was. There's always people gonna be better than us. So yeah, maybe we are the shit. Maybe we are the shit in fucking basketball. Or maybe we are the shit in fucking whatever the fuck we do. But, why the fuck do we gotta pretend that we're better? And what I was gonna say, now that I remember, I was just yapping. I knew I'd remember if I started yapping. One of my biggest pet peeves is people trying to take autonomy away from other free people. It's slavery. It's essentially slavery. Working at a job when they tell you you can't say certain words, or you can't. I understand, like, sexual assault, things like that, right? I'm not talking about like, oh, you should be able to smack a woman on. No, you stop that shit. No. I'm just saying, jokes, you're just talking shit. Like, I call a guy gay almost every day at work. Do I hate gay people? No. I don't give a fuck what you do. You want to go suck a fat cock? You go and suck a fat, giant hog. I don't care. That is not my problem. But I don't know why I had to say all that, but why do you care what anybody else is doing? And why are we judging everybody else? And I'm gonna say this again, as a person who's done it, and as a person who's had a history of judging people and thinking I'm better, thinking I'm smarter, all these things. Maybe that's another reason why I detest it so much, is because I've seen it in myself, and sometimes I still see it, to where my brain's like, ooh, this motherfucker's a dick, and then I'm like, no, change that thought pattern. It takes a lot of self-awareness and a lot of critical thinking, and I've actually, this isn't to brag or nothing, and now that I said that, it sounds like I am, but I've been meditating for 10 minutes every day for 2 weeks now, almost 2 weeks, 2 weeks when I finish this week. And that doesn't include, so it wasn't really 2 weeks. It's been like 5 days, and then I took 2 days off, and then another 5 days. I've been doing it on my first break at work. And it's made me feel a lot more calm, made me feel a lot better. I think it's given me a lot more awareness in my own thinking, and like space in my brain to work, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the brain feels cluttered. Sometimes it feels like there's so much in there that you just can't fit other shit in there. And you gotta figure out how to clear all that bullshit out of there. It's like David Goggins' garage analogy about how your brain's like a garage, and you look in the garage and it's filled with a bunch of bullshit. You got fucking trash everywhere. You got tools lying around. The garage is full, and you don't know what the fuck to do with it. But if you start cleaning that garage out, and you could start fitting a car in there, maybe a few bikes, maybe some fucking four-wheelers, I don't know. Whatever the fuck you want to fit in your fucking garage. It's your mind. It's your mind. And I feel like maybe this is a false perception, but maybe people feel powerless. Like, a lot of people feel worthless. A lot of people feel like they ain't worth creating things or doing something creative, or like expressing themselves, because they don't feel like themselves are worth expressing. Everybody's worth expressing. You just have to find that groove, and that requires a lot of self-introspection, or a lot of work. You have to do a lot of shit to fucking find that shit, man. I've been working for almost 4 years now. Almost 5 years now. I've been working, trying to fucking figure this shit out, trying to figure my own brain out, trying to get to be a good person. I have stopped drinking, finally. I know I've been saying it on this podcast. I'm gonna stop drinking. Now I have. And nicotine is probably next, to be honest, because it's become a bit of a burden. I don't really like Zins anymore. I like the flavor. And I don't know, maybe I'm lying to myself. I'm willing to admit that. I probably am to some extent. But lately, after the Zin loses its flavor, it's just like a soggy bag in your mouth. And I'm just like, ugh, why the fuck do I have this in my mouth? and I'm just disgusted by it. I don't know why. I'm letting this thing control my life. So on Friday, I'm probably gonna get like a bag of mints or something. We're gonna see what the fuck we could do. We're gonna get. I did that last time to quit. I fucking used cigars first because I was addicted to vaping first. Hold on. And then I used cigars, and then I used pouches, and then I used gum and mints, and then I fucking quit. And then some shit went down, and I fell off the wagon, and then I have had a hard time quitting since, but I think I'm getting to a point where I'm gonna quit again, and this time it's gonna be final, just because the only really excuse I have left for it is that it's a nootropic, but they make a lot better nootropics now, like Alpha Brain, and they make Neuro Gum. They make all kinds of things that'll stimulate your mind. You don't really need nicotine to stimulate your mind anymore, and I don't want addictive substances that I feel I'm being like pulled by, like a demon. It's like demons. The alcohol's like a demon, a literal demon. It'll like suck you in and it won't let you fucking go. And it's scary. It's a terrifying thing. That's another thing that I'm not even gonna get into that, because we've talked about the war on drugs thing so many times. That shit irritates the fuck out of me. But what else? Today, so the past few weeks when I've been getting done with my work, I have been just chilling, just sitting down watching videos, or I'll fucking scroll on Twitter, or I'll fucking listen to a podcast, read a book, or listen to a book. I'll just chill, sit down, chill, because I'm done with all my shit. Nobody else has shit I can do, and so I don't fucking do anything. So I've figured that I'm gonna get in trouble for it eventually. But today I get called down to my supervisor's office. Oh yeah, and I had gotten yelled at before about it by an old guy who's been there like 40 years. Which is understandable. Back in his day, if you sat down like that, you'd probably get your ass reamed. But nobody says shit now, and that's essentially what I was waiting for. I told him that too. I'm like, bro, I'm waiting for somebody to tell me something. Tell me to do something, dude. I don't know what the fuck to do around here. I've swept the floor like 600 times this week. What else do you want me to do? I'm not gonna fucking just, like, there's no parts to build ahead. What do you want me to do? But then I get called down to my supervisor's office today, and he starts talking to me. He's like, hey, you can't just sit down like that, because I know you get your work done fast, and I know a lot of people up there are slow, and they take their time, and I'm not denying that you're a good worker, but you can't sit down in front of them like that, because they get mad that they're still working and you're not. And I was like, and he's like, you understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, I kind of understand what you're saying. And he's like, basically, go to the break room, or go hide he basically said, go hide somewhere and fucking do what I want to do, read a book, do something, but don't fucking do it out in public. That's what he said. And I was like, what a fucking real guy. So then today I went outside, and I was just chilling outside. I don't know if a company's going to come after me for that, man. The company's already fallen apart by the sounds of it. I just talked to one of my neighbors, and he works there too, and he was saying his department's short on work too, and everything's slowing down. That's kind of why I left the first time, as I thought it looked like a sinking ship, and I wanted to get off of it before it sank. But the problem is there's not very many opportunities around here that are worthwhile. Forest City especially, but like Mason, there's like a couple good jobs. But the problem is, like Smithfield, it wasn't a bad job to work at, but I don't like the way they treat their fucking workers and shit. They treat them like slaves, essentially. It's like down to the last second, you have to be back from your break. They fucking get you on everything. It's fucked up. Martin Brower wasn't too bad. I just didn't like the night shift, and they were on the same time shit. I don't like being stuck in a time box to where, like, you gotta be like, oh no,
I got 30 minutes for break, but it takes me 10 minutes to get here and then 10 minutes to get there. So I got really 10 minutes for break. And then it's like, what the fuck? Just let me have my break and let me do my work. That's what we should fucking ideally work and strive for as a country, isn't it? Like a self-directed nation. Isn't that what the fuck they're telling us to be? Isn't that what they've been telling us in the last fucking 4 years in school, that we're supposed to be learning to be as a self-directed learner? And I look at all these fucking workers, and it's like, why do we need to be babysat and told what to do? Why you think if people get told some rules, I understand that there's certain people who abuse the rules and shit, and they'll fuck around. But I don't understand why we have to have all these time restraints. You get this much for lunch, this, do that. At Winnebago, it doesn't matter. I could fucking stand there for 20 minutes, eat fucking breakfast, and then I could fucking start working. And people do this. And then they fucking go to work, they get their shit done, and then they're fucking... We check our phones throughout the day, we fucking eat throughout the day, eat snacks or food or whatever the fuck you want, go to the vending machine. You can literally do what you want as long as you're doing your work. And that's what I'm, like, that's the point I'm trying to get across. That's a self-directed thing. We don't have to fucking be standing there doing our work. I could stand around probably 4 hours of the day and not get told one word. I guarantee it. If I were to try to push it, I don't want to, and I'm not going to, but if I were to try to push it, I guarantee I could probably hide a lot of the day and just fucking get away with it. But we're self-directed, and we do our job, and we get it done. And that's another reason I don't like going to the other departments, because some of these motherfuckers don't do their work, and then you're stuck because you got done with your work early, you're going to do their work. Why the fuck am I? Because I'm an efficient worker, I'm going to help this guy. What does that make sense? Because I did 8 hours worth of work in 4, I have to do 16 hours worth of work because this guy sucks. Like, what are we doing? It doesn't make any sense. I gotta crack my back. I hope this didn't sound like a rant. I'm not trying to rant. I just don't know what else to talk about. And I didn't know what to talk about when I started this thing. I started reading Metaphysics by Aristotle. I'm still working on it. I was listening to a podcast today. I listened to a podcast with Donald Trump and Elon Musk. It was pretty fucking fire. I might actually vote for Trump, to be honest, just because he seems like... Maybe the YouTube might ban my video just for saying that, actually, but... But he seems like the character that we need to fucking fix this shit. And the 4 years we had with him were good years for the economy. And he didn't let other nations and fucking stupid people push him around. That's what we need. We need a strong leader that cares about America, cares about business, who's gonna fucking take our country and propel it forward. Because these people that we have now are just fucking it up. What are we at here? We're at 23 minutes. Shit. We're gonna have to fucking figure out what else we're talking about here. I got some stuff written on my phone. And if I can't answer them, I'm asking ChatGPT. See what we got. Oh yeah, I've been writing jokes down. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with them. Ideally, I want to try stand-up. I feel like it'd be a cool thing to try. But, I'll say one of them. One of them I thought the other day, wouldn't it be fucking hilarious if, like, I thought it was funny. I don't know if anybody else is gonna think it's funny, but us straight guys, we call each other gay and shit. And, like, we're like, you're fucking gay, you're gay. And people are like, no, I'm not gay, stop. But, like, what if, like, gay guys do the same thing with their gay friends, but they fucking call them hetero and, like, oh, you like pussy, you fucking piece of shit. I think that'd be funny as hell. But that's besides the point. Let's see what we got. What do we got? We talked about this yesterday. talked about. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good one. Just give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. That's alright. That's alright. Talked about it. Alright. We got one subject and one subject only. That's all I got left. And that is personal downfalls. That we can ask ChatGPT, because I've been trying to figure out lately how to illuminate my own personal downfalls, because alcohol was a giant hurdle for me. I could not get rid of that demon. But now that I've kicked the demon, and I've kicked another demon, which is spending too much money, which I had left the gym today early, actually, because I felt like fucking lightheaded and gross. I think it's because I didn't eat. But then I went to the gas station and got pizza. So I spent like, what did I spend this week? Essentially I spent about, say, roughly, probably like $25, which isn't too bad. I still got money saved. I put a decent chunk away last week, which is surprising for me, and I haven't touched it, which I've been getting very, very good at, and I need to keep working. And that's why I've been trying to figure out how to illuminate personal downfalls and personal issues, and I think life will do that for you, but, like, is there a way to, like, super speed it up? Because I want to, like, get ahead of my own personal bullshit. How do I get ahead of my own bullshit? Like, a problem that I don't even know about yet, that might arise in the future. How can I plan for that now? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I don't know if that's like a tweaker mindset, because I'm always like planning toward the future. But like, let's find out. Let's see what ChatGPT says. Let's see if I still have it downloaded, first of all. Chat. Did I delete it? What the fuck is wrong with me? Am I retarded? Let's re-download it. Let's fucking re-download ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Get. No. Get this one. There's one built on OpenAI and ChatGPT, which is pretty. Both of those are pretty successful AI companies. Which they say they're OpenAI, but some of them have switched to, or they say they're non-profits, but some of them have switched to profit organizations. And Elon doesn't think that's right, because Elon was invested in one of them. I gotta log in. Let's see what the fuck we got. Let's just continue with Google. Sign in with this guy. Go in. Sign in. Go in. Okay. Jesus Christ, I gotta make a whole account? What the fuck are we doing here? Maybe that's why I deleted. Maybe they fucking had to revamp the whole fucking thing. I don't know. What puzzle? Alright. Are we good? I think we're good. Alright. How do you illuminate personal downfalls? Or should we ask, how do you pre-plan for future? How do you pre-plan for future personal downfalls? Let's see. See what ChatGPT says. Pre-planning for potential downfalls or setbacks, whether personal or related to others, involves a combination of risk assessment, resilience building, and strategic planning. Here's a general approach. Risk assessment. Identifying potential risk. Consider the areas of life, e.g., health, career, relationships, where setbacks might occur. This could include financial struggles, health issues, job loss, or personal conflicts. Analyze the likelihood and impact. Assess how likely these risks are to happen, how severe their impact could be on your life or others. Resilience building. Develop a growth mindset. Cultivate a mindset that views challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. Enhance emotional intelligence. Work on emotions as well as recognizing and addressing the emotions of others. Strengthen relationships. Build a strong support network of family, friends, and colleagues who can provide assistance during tough times. Strategic planning. Create contingency plans. Develop what-if scenarios and outline steps you would take in case of a setback. This could include financial savings, backup career plans, or health insurance. I'm not trying to sound like I'm this hot shot. I'm nothing. I'm absolutely nothing. But I've already been doing this shit, which is kind of surprising to me. Have emergency funds. Set up safety nets. Have emergency funds, insurance, and backup resources in place to mitigate the impact of potential downfalls. Prioritize self-care. Maintain physical and mental health through regular exercise and a balanced diet and stress management techniques. Continuous monitoring and adaptation. Review and adjust plans periodically. Reassess your plans and adjust them as circumstances change. This ensures that you're always prepared for the most likely scenarios. If I hit a point where I haven't been doing, I'm going to tell you guys. And this is kind of crazy that it's telling me to do all this stuff, because it's kind of what I'm doing. That's kind of what got me here. Without doing all this shit, I wouldn't have got here. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing like that. It's just, I've read so many books, listened to so many people. I've had to do this. This is literally what I've had to do to get to where I'm at. That's why it's kind of crazy to read it. ChatGPT is literally telling me everything. I don't think I would have absorbed it as much if I just read it like this, but now I'm absorbing it. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of crazy, but that's kind of what Chance gets mad at me for. I've talked about that before, that I don't like planning because you always have to adapt anyway. But you could goddamn. All right. Stay informed. Keep up with trends, whether personal, like health, or external, like industry changes, to anticipate and prepare for future challenges. Learning from past experiences. Reflect on past downfalls, analyze past setbacks to understand what led to them and how they were handled. This can provide insights into how to better prepare for future challenges. To better prepare for future challenges. Apply lessons learned. Use the knowledge gained from previous experiences to strengthen your current and future plans. By proactively considering potential downfalls and preparing for them, you can mitigate their impact and recover more quickly when they occur. Interesting stuff. Let's ask ChatGPT what is important in the news lately. Let's see if it's biased. If I know. Bangladesh political turmoil. Former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has urged citizens to show strength on August 15th following her party's recent political challenges. This call to action is seen as a critical moment in Bangladesh's ongoing political situation. Global economic concerns. There are renewed worries about global financial stability, particularly in the global south. Experts are discussing the need to learn from past financial crises to avoid repeating costly mistakes. This is especially relevant as some countries face mounting economic pressures. Stock market movements. The U.S. stock market reacted to a recent CPI data, which dampened expectations for an imminent interest rate cut. This has led to declines in gold prices and impacted other market sectors. Additionally, IPOs like Sunlight Recycling and Positron Energy have garnered significant attention from investors. These topics reflect ongoing global economic uncertainties, political shifts, and market dynamics that are currently shaping world events. What else can we do on here? You could do a bunch on here. That's kind of crazy. What are we at here? 34 minutes. We got to figure out one last thing to talk about. Let's ask ChatGPT, what are the health risks of Zins? What are the health risks associated with the nicotine product known as Zyn pouches?
Zyn pouches are a type of nicotine pouch that is placed between the gum and lip to deliver nicotine without the need for smoking or tobacco. While they are often marketed as a safer alternative to smoking or chewing tobacco, they still carry several health risks due to nicotine they contain. Zyn pouches contain nicotine, which is highly addictive. We knew that. Nicotine is a stimulant that can increase heart rate, blood pressure, and the risk of heart disease and stroke. Long-term use of nicotine products, even pouch form, can contribute to cardiovascular problems. The use of nicotine pouches can cause irritation of the gums and mouth. And there is... It doesn't say anything about cancer, though. Nicotine poison, impact on brain development, and potential for misuse.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, my brain development was fucked up a long ass time ago.
And that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop fucking trying to quit this shit, but I've been putting a lot of shit in my brain. I feel pretty good, though. For all the shit I used to do, it's kind of surprising where I'm at now. I thought I was gonna be dead. I thought I was going to either be dead or on the street being a junkie somewhere. I didn't think that, obviously, but looking where I was headed, that's where I should have been. And that's not where I ended up. Call that God, call that goddess, call that a divine spirit. Call it whatever you want to call it. But I call it divine intervention. Because I don't attribute all this shit to myself. I'm just me. I'm not that special, man. I don't have any talents. I'm really not that smart. I just do a lot to where I'm trying to overcome that. Overcome not having talent. Most people don't have talent. People who have talent even work hard. So they're improving their talent by working hard. Some of them don't. They just utilize their talent and they get lucky. But for the people who don't have talent, we gotta grind. We gotta grind our fucking asses off. And we gotta get to the goddamn finish line, boy. And if we don't, we're gonna regret it. And if we don't make it, the only scenario where we don't make it, whatever that means, obviously, my back hurts, goddamn. Whatever make it means, the only scenario where we wouldn't be depressed and mad at ourselves if we didn't make it is if we tried 100% and we gave it our all and we didn't lie to ourselves. If we genuinely give it everything we have in our being to fucking make it to where we want in life. And that means sacrificing a lot of the things you want to do. I just turned 21. I haven't been to one bar. I've had a total of 4 beers. 4 beers since I turned 21. 4 whole beers. And I don't think I plan on having any more. Because it doesn't make me feel good. But, I don't know what else to talk about. What are we at here? I think we're about done, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna watch this motherfucker turn to 40. And then we will close this motherfucker. Actually, we'll just close it out right now. I don't know what I'm talking about. I was just... It looks like 40 to me, but I couldn't tell because it's kind of at a weird angle. But I love you guys. Thank you for watching if you did. Thank you for watching this long if you did. I'll be back. And hope you guys love when I bring Cheese or fucking Blair, Zach. There's always a fucking view bump when I bring somebody else. Probably because I'm just yapping all the time. And it's cool to hear other people. But like I said, if you want to come on, hit me the fuck up. I'll let you on. If you're an interesting person, you have cool shit to talk about, hit me up. Let's have a conversation. We'll get some goddamn breakfast or some shit first. But I don't think we're at 40 yet. I think we were at 38. That's why I was waiting, because I didn't know. See? I almost fucking stopped it before 40, and that's against my own fucking religion. Whatever religion that is. I don't have a religion. I just have a moral code that I follow, and you should too. If you don't have a moral code, get a moral code. But we're Gonna end this motherfucker. I love you guys. Goodbye. 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 Alright, now I'm actually ending it. Bye.